The 2-1 victory over PSG is one of the best European performances from a Manchester United side post Sir Alex, but what made it such a great performance? But first, let's look at the game stats. Despite the superior possession PSG had, apart from the first 10 minutes of the second half, United controlled the game. This was reflected in United having an equal number of shots to PSG despite inferior possession, demonstrating United's attacking potency, and by restricting Mbappe, Neymar and Di Maria to one big chance shows how United control PSG's attack defensively. I'm going to concentrate on United's newfound organisation, the press and the role Fred and McTominay played in executing United's game plan. But before that, I want to look at how United's disjointed approach contributed to poor results going into the international break. Looking at the whiteboard, this is how United looked in the first 3 Premier League games of the season. They are stretched and fragmented. This was mainly down to Pogba pushing forward alongside Fernandes and leaving Matic or McTominay in front of the back 4 alone. When United were losing the ball, on the transition there were huge spaces between United's lines to attack, leaving United's centre-backs exposed, and it was easy for teams to play through United and get in and around their penalty box. Due to how stretched and fragmented United were, it made it impossible to get close to the opposition to challenge for the ball back. Looking at the way United lined up against PSG, they did change the formation to a back 5, but the big thing was how compact, tight and organised the formation was. No matter where United were on the pitch, they maintained that tight, compact formation and squeezed those spaces between the lines, and PSG found it difficult to play through United. Now moving on to United's press and how it influenced the first goal. 90 seconds before United won the penalty, PSG made a series of passes from the back through to midfield, but United's press pushed them back and they eventually made PSG turn the ball over to them. It was from this possession that United built up to the winning of the penalty. This is what the pitch looked like at the point Shaw played the pass into Martial. Every PSG player was pushed back and pinned into their own half through United maintaining their tight organisation. Shaw then plays the ball into Martial, he turns, gets fouled and wins the penalty. As you can see, United's defence was pushed right up the pitch with the play, enabling Shaw to step into midfield from left centre-back and attack that space. Looking at the screenshot of the game, at the point Shaw was about to play the ball into Martial, you can see exactly how far Shaw was in PSG's half. Even if United lost the ball, with 8 PSG players 35 yards from their own goal, it was going to be difficult for them to counter-attack United, which is the complete opposite to the stretched, fragmented approach United had to the opening games of the season. Having praised the collective organisation, I now want to focus on the 2 star players of the game in Fred and McTominay and how they were the catalyst to what we saw. What PSG were looking to do the whole game was to push their fullbacks forward to hold United's fullbacks out wide, not allowing them to tuck in an attempt to hold the space between United's fullbacks and the centre-backs, and then slide passes inside United's fullbacks to Mbappe and Di Maria or the fullbacks on the outside. But with Fred and McTominay screening the 3 centre-backs stopped any through balls being played. Wherever the ball was on the pitch, they crabbed across, staying on each other's shoulder the whole time, screening the 3 centre-backs, stopping those through balls being played. PSG could not get in behind Manchester United. Looking at the heat maps of the 2 players, you can see that area in front of the 3 centre-backs they occupy together. The heat map doesn't tell us when the players were in that space, but the eye test of the game does. They didn't leave each other's side. Compare that to Pogba and McTominay's heat maps against Palace for the first game of the season. You can see how advanced Pogba played in that game and how much time he spent in Palace's half, despite being one of the 2 holding midfield players in front of the back 4. On the flip side, look at how much pitch McTominay covered in front of the back 4 to protect it, and how little Pogba contributed in protecting the back 4. This is why United were wide open in the first 3 games of the season and why United conceded so many goals. The Devils' verdict is, Ollie and his coaching staff deserve credit for the way they set the team up. But the game plan is only part of the way. You then need the players to execute the game plan, and Fred and McTominay were the catalyst for the great performance. So the question now is, Does Ollie have the guts to keep can't run, won't run out of the team for the big games to come this month? Let me know what you thought of the analysis in the comments below and how you thought the game went. As always, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.